Joining us now on Zoom is the very popular Kamarley Newton, the first male qualifier for the CARIFTA Games this year that will be held in the Bahamas. Good morning, Kamarley, and welcome to Good Morning SKN. How are you doing today?
Morning.
Doing good.
Good stuff. So let's begin. When I read your bio, I saw that you started running since preschool days. When did you start taking athleticism seriously?
In grade 2.
Grade 2.
All right, so define serious for us. What do you mean by serious? Because I know at that age, people are young, they want to participate in races and so on, they want to be first. You said you took it seriously. Tell us about that.
In preschool to grade 1, I was just used to go by the training, I just run up and down, play. And in grade 2, that's when I started to train with the bigger guys and the whole like.
Did you feel any pressure to perform like that? Because you're saying you're training with the bigger guys now. So was it like a competition in your mind to keep up with them or to even show them what you were made of?
No, not to me. It was just fun to me.
Well, look at where that got you, Kamarley. So that's good. Glad you enjoyed it.
So there was a recently concluded Twilight Meet here in St. Kitts on January 20th, where you ran 10.73 seconds to qualify for the men under 19, which had a qualifying time of 10.80 seconds. Did you feel any pressure, or you just cruised in knowing that you had the time?
I didn't expect to qualify because that was one of the worst races I've ever run in life in 100 meters. I didn't expect it. Then when my coach told me I qualified, I was a bit excited, but still not excited because I done it to my best.
Oh, okay. Okay.
All right. So help me understand a little bit your mindset, Kamarley, because, you know, we can always talk with you. We can see, you know, what you've accomplished, but what does it take to train the way that you do and to devote so much of your time and energy to something that you love so much?
I'm doing discipline. Just got to focus, listen. Yeah.
So how hard did you train for the Twilight Meet? What were your sessions like? What were your hours like?
Starting from August to December, I do a lot of seas work, lot of hills, gyms, course, and so on. And January, we started to do sprinting. I didn't do much sprinting as yet. Because January, we started to do 60s, training for 60s, 150s, 80s. And some black stars, yes.
Oh, good stuff.
All right. So you're a member of the over-the-top track club. Let's talk about that for a second. What's that experience like for you?
A good experience. No, I'm one of the older member. I got help the younger folks. I just teach them how to start, them how to focus, use the farm, do drills, teach them how to stretch. So it's a good experience.
Do you know how young the youngest member is that you're working with in that club?
Baby's 5 or 4.
Wow, really? So you're really giving them that whole experience of what it takes to succeed at that level. That's great.
Yes.
Kamarley, I see this is your third time qualifying for the CARIFTA Games, and you are one of the first members for this year's CARIFTA team. When you got the news, how did it make you feel?
Repeat.
This is your third time qualifying for the CARIFTA Games, and you were announced as one of the first persons to be picked for this year's CARIFTA team. When you got the news, how did you feel?
I was excited, really excited because here I go, people congratulate,
Nice.
noticing me. So yeah, it was good.
Nice.
All right, so you've got your own fans then, so it would seem, right? What do you do with all of that celebrity? Let's talk about that for a second. Is it an opportunity? Well, you're smiling, so let me let you answer. What do you do with that? Is it an opportunity? Sorry, go ahead.
Yes, people just message me. I tell me to look up to me. People, parents, they ask me to talk to the son. Even the head asked me to teach their son I want to basic about running, to talk to them and tell them how to do this and how to do that.
Well, it might not seem like it, but that's actually a really big deal because in a time when, we're looking for role models and they seem to be scarce, and somebody who is as young as you are, yet as accomplished as you are, you're able to set an example for a lot of younger people. It's remarkable, and I want to commend you and tell you to continue on that path, Kamarley.
Indeed.
Yeah.
So, Kamarley, I want to talk about careers. If you were to choose a career after you would have done running, what would that career path be?
I would say study for
I didn't hear you, sorry?
To go study to be a chiropractor electrician.
Okay. Nice.
All right, so you've got that game plan going. Got a question though. Is chiropractic one of those things that you want to do just because of your exposure to sports at this level?
Yes.
Okay. So that makes a lot of sense. All right. So, Kamarley, I don't know how you do it, but we're talking athletics, we're talking football, we're talking critics. How do you find the time to do all that you do and do it so well?
Some people say natural talent, but really hard. It's a natural talent. Sometimes I come from training, track and field training, then sometimes I have to walk to another village to play football and walk back. Sometimes I get if it's hard. People say natural talent.
So they don't know what exactly you experience. They just see, let's talk about this for a second. They see the glitz and the glory and everybody recognizing you and calling you your name, but they don't necessarily see the commitment that it takes from day to day to do that grit, right? So what makes you do that? What makes you so committed?
I just love the sport. I just don't want to feel left out. And none, so I just to be a part of.
Kamarley, I'm looking at the list of countries that you've traveled to for athletics, and I'm just going to name a few. You can talk about your memories and things associated with those particular trips, but going down the list, it says here that you were selected to represent St. Kitts and Nevis and Anguilla in 2017, traveled to Tortola in 2018, yes. Grenada in 2019, Martinique in 2022, and you also competed in 2 CARIFTA games before in the Cayman Islands in 2019 and in Jamaica in 2022. Most memorable trip, most memorable accomplishment there?
In Jamaica.
Jamaican. Why is that? Although I think I know why, but I want to hear it from you.
First time I ran an individual race for Jamaica and ran a personal best in the 100 meters.
And your personal best in the 100 meters, a time of 10.67 seconds.
Yes.
All right. Were you prepared to do that mentally? What was going through your mind, when you were at the track and said go and you were ready to go? Did you think you would do that?
Yeah, my sister, I was just thinking about her. Yes.
I see. Yes. So that was the motivation, wasn't it? Great reason, Kamarley.
Indeed. Kamarley, I asked you during the break about records that you would have broken locally, and I asked you if any of those records are still upheld. Can you tell us of those and which ones are still upheld?
The under 60 male for the 100 meters and the 400 meters in St. Kitts for the inter-school championship.
And can you tell us those times?
I ran a 49.95 in the 400 meters
Oh.
and 22.2 in the 200 meters and around a 50.9, I think. I'm not sure about that one, but 50.9. Yeah.
Okay, congratulations. That's good.
Well, 2022, Kamarley, was a year in which you were inducted, if I could say that, into the Hall of Fame of the 25 most remarkable teens here in St. Kitts and Nevis. Congratulations on that accomplishment. What did you feel when you were told that you were, in fact, one of the 25 most remarkable teens? What did that mean to you?
It meant a lot to me. I was excited. I was organized. It was really.
Did you feel that now, and I know that you already are elevated somewhat so that people know you, did this add any pressure, so to speak, to you to continue on this path? Or does it just speak to who you are as to continue to set the example that you've set for younger people and older people as well?
Yeah, speak to me and pressure.
All right.
Encourage me to.
So Kamarley, who nominated you for the 25 most remarkable teens?
My coach, Colin Wallace.
Okay, lovely, lovely. So let's talk about the other sports that you play. I'm going to begin with football. Tell us how you got into football when you initially started with track.
Started in football in primary school.
Okay.
At the school, I used to train with them. I wasn't as good, and they used to drop me. Then in grade five, I was finally on the team. Played. I made the first goal at the St. Thomas's ball field.
Okay.
With my week.
Okay, nice.
All right. The Pioneer Cricket Club. Molly, how did you get involved in that?
My auntie, she asked me to play with them. First time I played with them, it was a win ball competition. And I continued to play with them for the hard ball, the T10 and the T20.
So how did you do in that win ball competition? Since it was your first time with them.
I did. I had at least more than 5 wickets to the whole tournament, but not exact how much, but at least 5, between 5 or 7 wickets for the first.
That's great.
So Kamarley, what are some of your athletic goals for the future? We know you do 3 sports, and we know you want to represent St. Kitts and Nevis in the Olympics. What other goals do you have yourself?
I don't have much. I just want to reach Olympics, bring back a country, my parents proud, supporters, the whole federation.
So what are you doing to ensure that you bring back a medal?
Stay focused, train hard as possible, eat healthy.
Nice. Okay.
All right, so we've had athletes and coaches on the show before, and one of the themes that we get to in our discussions is always that of discipline. I heard you mention your coach before. How important has your coach been to instilling that spirit of discipline in you that's required to excel, Kamarley?
Extremely important to me. He helped me reach as far as we get me to stay focused. He teaches me a lot. Teach me to stay focused and be prepared, physically prepared.
So I imagine, as all coaches do, does he push you? Is he one of the reasons that you excel and that you continue to break records?
Yes.
All right. And again, the name of your coach?
Colvin Wallace.
Curvin
He's
Wallace.
my uncle.
He's your uncle.
Ooh.
Wow, so that's even better. That's like not only a coaching relationship, but that's like a family relationship. So, wow, you guys must be really having a ball working together. I'm sure he's very proud of you and everything that you've accomplished, as others have been.
He's the first Olympian federation.
Okay.
Wow, that's great.
Okay.
And you have him in your family and his coach. Wow, this is incredible. I think that this is a great story, Kamarley.
Okay. Kamarley, I know you went through a bit of a rough patch. I hope it doesn't hit anywhere hard for you as I ask this question. But when you lost your sister, how did you manage to push on and persevere?
I just had to deal with the pain card. Something like that. I had to just deal with it and just to become such. Just focus.
Okay. Good stuff.
Well, we are truly sorry for your loss,
Indeed,
but we are grateful. I mean, I remember you saying earlier in the interview when you were running your best time, you thought of her.
Yes.
And I suppose those thoughts are motivating, knowing that she's watching over you and that she's wishing you the best wherever she is, and all of us are as well. Kamarley.
Yes, indeed.